Here we are in everyone's favorite division, the absolute division. And this dude has to have at least 100 pounds on me. I mean, come on. Just have a look at him. No offense, but the man is a big boy. So here, he just grabs my head and basically snaps me down right off the bat. And is just squeezing me and trying to compress me in half and fold me into myself. And finally, I'm able to free my head. And I try to lock up my guard, but I can't even get my legs around the guy. And it's like, come on, dude. Am I really going to be dealing with this right now? But coming into this division, my mindset is that I just don't want to get hurt. Like, that's the thing with the absolute divisions. If you're going to get injured, it's going to be in this division. So I'm just showing up. I'm going to do what I can and try and self-preserve and not get hurt, which is ironic because I just end up getting probably the worst injury of my life in this bracket, which you will see later. But this match, this guy was very big, not super great, but his size was a lot to deal with. Here, I'm really trying to lock up my closed guard, but I just can't. I just cannot get my legs up and around his midsection. And from here, he's trying to knee slide past my guard, but I'm able to get my knees back in and retain that. And I can tell he's already getting a little bit frustrated trying to deal with me on bottom. Finally, I'm able to actually close my guard. And he immediately starts to try and separate my guard. He's like trying to pull my pants up and like just absolute strong dude. There he's really just pushing my guard down. And from here, I just try and lock up a body lock behind him. And I'm going to try and sit up and get on top of him. But it's a little bit challenging because of the size of this fella. And here he's like really digging his hand in, trying to give me cauliflower ear at this point or something. But he's really trying to stop me or lock up a guillotine of some sort. So I bail on that. And then from here, he's once again trying to set up the knee slide. And I hit a nice little switch there, actually, and get around behind his elbow and sweep him and get on top. But from here, I really should have been lighter in the passing. I'm trying to do the same passing that I do in my division, which is like a lot of pressure base, but it's tough with the guy that's a lot bigger. But I actually managed to make it work. I weasel my way out of his legs and pass into side control here, and he tries to give a big buck and get me off of him. And then he's just like trying to figure four his arms around my arm and arm triangle me there, which wasn't going to work. But there he just starts to turn into me. And it's tough when you get a guy that's that big that's just trying to turn into you. And here I'm trying to like guillotine him, but he's on a single leg. And there he switches to a double and just kind of is trying to lift me here. Actually, see there. Now he's going to take me down for sure. Yeah, he throws me down. Actually, I get right back up. And he latches onto an underhook here. He tries to throw me. And there he just kind of falls on top of me there, honestly. And here, this is awful. He's got all his weight on me. I'm like, oh, God, I have to escape immediately. So I get my legs up over his face. And I bring him back the other way. And I manage to sit up and get around past his guard here. Because having all of his weight on top of me was just horrendous. And I felt that. So I had to escape instantly. And from here, I'm on knee on belly. I should have shot for the underhook there, but once again, I'm a white belt. I suck. There he gets a stupid little dummy sweep on me, and I accept it for some reason. Probably because I'm just trying not to scramble too hard, but he decides to give up that position and start standing. So I'm like, okay. And I believe we're tied here, 5-5, if I'm not mistaken. And I shoot a quick double. Boom, turn the corner, take him down fast. Get a nice double leg, get 2 points. Now I'm up on the board here. And he's he's kind of pooped out at this point. And he's just, I've got my arms locked underneath, and he can't really do anything. And then the time expires. And that's that, I believe. That was a fun match against a guy that's like 100 pounds heavier than me. And I got a nice little match clinching double leg there. That was pretty nice. So, yeah, on to the next one, surprisingly enough. Okay, next match in the absolute here. This guy immediately grabs a single or an ankle pick and trips me down. And then we restart back in the middle. This dude was good. I knew he was good going into this match. So here I'm like, man, if I'm going to get injured, I feel like it's going to be against this guy. So I'm like trying to play pretty defensive here. I'm not fighting super hard in this one, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of just letting him roll me here. He's attacking stuff from the mount. There, I'm kind of smiling there. I'm kind of having fun. I'm just messing around. The absolute division is a division you mess around in anyways. Like, you can't take it too seriously. Especially if you're smaller like me. But, yeah, this dude was a bit bigger than me. I think he was just the weight class above me. I don't think he was crazy bigger than me, but he's like trying the Nogi Ezekiel, trying to sit up for like S mount, trying to step over for a triangle, but I squeezed my head out there. A nice opportunity to come up on his leg if that was legal, but it's not. And from here, he's got almost a leg drag here, but I've got my foot in the way. Once again, trying that Nogi Ezekiel. He loves that almost as much as I do. It just, it never works, but man, you can get somebody to move with it. And there, you see, I'm thinking a triangle in my legs, and I do it actually. I do it. If I invert, I could actually set something up from here, but ultimately I don't. And then he's just hand fighting a little bit on top of me here. The ref's kind of in the way. Tough to see what the hell's going on, but I think is he mounting me? I don't know. I think so. Or no, maybe I still have his leg actually. But he, yeah, this dude, I knew this dude had a mean darce because I saw him darce a couple people before. And, yeah, here he's really just pressuring into me to try and get me to open up my legs here. Because I'm kind of just stalling us out. I'm holding us. And I'm already down like 13 points or something. But anyways, I figure I just let that go. I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll just progress with this match here. He passes into side control off of that. And he's thinking of isolating my arm and trying to sub me with that. But in the Nogi match, actually, when I got subbed in the finals, I actually popped my arm. So it was pretty sore at this point. And I was like, okay, well, the last thing I want to do is get even more injured. So if he's going to attack this arm, I need to defend it with my life. So I'm really doing my best not to let him get that arm. He's really trying to isolate it, but I do a good job defending there. Grab between my legs. Try and stop him, and then here he starts to go for his little darce setup here. I'm trying to hand fight. I'm fighting his hands on the inside, but he hits this really nice one. He shoots one hand through and then catches me here, and at this point I'm like fully locked guard darce. I can't really get out of that, but it was a good match. That was a nifty little darce choke setup. Okay, final match of the day here. This is for bronze in the absolute division. I'm facing another kid that was from the weight class above. He had done pretty good in his weight class, I believe. There, he got poked in the eye, actually. I don't know if I poked him in the eye or he poked himself in the eye, but whatever. We restart. He was having a hard time clearing my inside bicep control here. You see, we're battling here for inside control, and I'm winning that battle on his right arm. I've got good inside bicep control there, and I'm going to use that to set up a lot of attacks actually. But yeah, he was pretty tired coming into this match. They gave him some extra time to recover from his one before this, so I knew he was pooping. And there I use that inside bicep control to shoot a nice little double leg, and I get him down off that. But, yeah, here he's going to try and elevate me with butterfly hook. And he's actually setting up that shoulder crunch sumigashi that Goran Ryan always does. He's trying to set that up on me, but I'm privy to it. I know what he's doing. So I just base out and try and float over top of him and get ready for him to try and actually elevate me. And I make him give up on it. So, yeah, he's still trying it. But at this point, his guard is closed, and it's not going to work out for him. But yeah, I'm already up 2. So from here, I'm going to start trying to separate his guard. Elbows in, hands on his hips. This is the last match of the day for me, which is awfully poetic because I get fucking horribly injured in this match. But here he's trying to set up a Kimura, or an omoplata, forgive me. And I go use it to step around his guard. And from there, I'm like over his head. He's still got this Kimura grip. But it's not super tight. Tries to get me to move away from it. But at this point, I just sit back down, break the grip, and I pass his guard. And then I move straight into mount. But he manages to catch one of my feet, so I leg pummel a little bit, back to knee on belly. And we're doing a bit of pummeling here. I'm trying to step around. He's managing to stop me. I'm still trying to get past his guard, but he manages to recover his guard pretty well. But I still have a knee in the middle, so technically I'm still in a pretty good spot here. And he actually just shoots the underhook, and he starts to stand up here. But I wrap his neck really, really good. And I get a perfect high elbow guillotine that the only reason he gets out of this is because he pushes me out of bounds. But I totally would have finished him with that if we were in bounds. But anyways, we start back on the feet. I think I'm up like 7 points or something at this point. So it's on him to make something happen to stop me. So here he shoots like a kind of a sloppy little single there. I defend that pretty easily. Start back in the middle. Once again, I've got the inside control on him, which is really good for me. I can use that to set up a lot of good stuff there. And then here we're just fighting again on the feet. He's trying to do something. He's a little bit desperate, but he's like exhausted at this point. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm gonna get out of this match scot-free, or so I'd hoped. There he shoots kind of a takedown on me. Doesn't work. Just pushes us out of bounds. We reset. There he's really trying to drag me, make something happen here. But from here I'm like, okay, well, I might as well not just stall this one out. I might as well try and make something else happen. So I get my inside bicep control. I push him around and I shoot another double leg, take him down again, get back on top. And I go for this body lock control, but he's really fishing for this Kimura, right? So here I really should have just kept this body lock control as best I can, but I'm kind of teetering over to his side. So here he rips the Kimura, rips it behind my back. Boom! My rib pops out. Mid-match, he pops my rib out of its socket. So at that point, where adrenaline's running, match is over. But in the last 5 seconds of the match, he popped my rib out. And that put me out for an entire month. That's why this video's coming out so late after this. This all happened in March, but yeah. And I get my hand raised, still win the match, still win bronze, but you see I'm like feeling my rib a bit. I'm like, ow, jeez. But yeah, that dude was tough. Catastrophic injury though, which sucked balls because rib injuries are the worst. But anyways, fun nonetheless. Well, to a degree, I guess.